play detective on my good life so bad. Like, can y'all worry about them unpaid bills y'all got? That stinky y'all got?
Letting everybody raw dog you. So when I heard her say that, I said, nah, she a disgusting little old mother. She stay at the clinic.
Sexyy Red has once again shaken the internet with news that she is supposedly pregnant, naming Boosie as the alleged father. However, before the public could process this twist, Boosie clapped back with receipts, claiming Sexyy Red had an STD and swearing he would never be involved with her. The drama instantly escalated from messy to explosive, with fans declaring that neither party will emerge unscathed, and some speculating the entire situation was premeditated by Sexyy Red. This leaves everyone questioning who is telling the truth and whether Sexyy Red is using Boosie's name for clout. These rumors have been circulating for weeks, but gained credibility when Sexyy Red all but confirmed them by posting a picture of herself in bed with a man after a hookup. The photo, which only showed their legs, clearly featured the man wearing an ankle monitor. It was captioned, "I like effing with drills," and tagged Dreadhead Keela. This choice raised immediate suspicion, as she typically shows her partner's faces. Fans quickly turned detective, connecting the ankle monitor to Boosie, who was wearing one at the time due to a federal firearm case. The connection was swiftly made, and when the comment section flooded with questions asking if Boosie was the father and Sexyy Red began liking those comments, the public took it as a definitive confirmation.
Out of town, thugging with my round. My cold pink, my nutsack brown. What a hoe, she trying to get choked. What a hoe trying to eat me out my clothes. I'm looking for my 7 baby mammies. I'ma be a good daddy, yeah.
However, Boosie was not having it. The moment he caught wind of the rumors, he went straight to X, formerly Twitter, to air his frustrations, writing, "I'm blocking all UMF in my DM asking, is that me on that picture with Sexyy Red? Y'all see that ain't my ankle size or color. Find someone else to play with. I'm on vacation with my daughter." This reaction alone set off alarms, with fans noting his anger seemed disproportionately strong for a situation he claimed was just a joke. His rant made it appear he was hiding something, as if he was desperate to prevent anyone from even entertaining the idea that he was with Sexyy Red, let alone the father of her child. Yet, if people thought that denial was wild, they were unprepared for what came next. Boosie escalated the situation dramatically by leaking what he claimed were medical records, documents suggesting Sexyy Red had been dealing with an STD even before she allegedly linked up with him. The internet went nuclear as the leaked papers spread like wildfire, and suddenly, Sexyy Red was being torn apart in comment sections across social media. People left comments accusing her of hiding her status for years, while others went as far as demanding legal action, asking when she would be arrested and charged with 50 counts of spreading a known STD.
She calls herself the new Boosie.
Yeah.
Do you think she's the new Boosie?
I mean, we got a lot of similarities.
Yeah.
I mean, we both from the hood, and people respect our ratchetness.
This situation is especially serious for Boosie, who is diabetic, meaning his immune system cannot fight off infections as effectively as others. If the rumors are true, it could be genuinely dangerous for him. To understand why this story spiraled so quickly, we must rewind a little. For months, whispers had suggested Boosie and Sexyy Red were closer than either admitted. The rumor mill was already buzzing, but things exploded when Sexyy boldly claimed she was the modern version of Boosie, a statement she made while being compared to and dragged by Kia. Fans expected Boosie to join the criticism, but he shocked everyone by backing her up instead. He agreed with her, stating that Sexyy reminded him of himself when he first emerged, explaining that people initially disliked his early ratchet music but still respected it, a dynamic he sees mirrored in the public's reaction to Sexy's sound. This softer, supportive side was a stark contrast to his usual pattern of tearing people apart on social media, leaving fans scratching their heads and speculating that a deeper connection existed between them.
That Glorilla, man? Hi, Glow. Jeremiah. Ooh, Glow, that moose knuckle. It is amazing. You have a boxing glove between your legs, honey. And I'm impressed. I'm buying every album from now on. I think the next single should be Moose Knuckle. Glow, I'm impressed. I've been looking, you've been turning it up, Glow. I mean, hey. Moose Knuckle, next single.
Soon, fans began re-examining previously overlooked evidence, such as Boosie's unpaid cameo in the music video for Sexyy Red's collaboration with Glorilla, You Know About Me, which fueled speculation that his motive was simply to be near her. This was compounded by a viral clip of Boosie reacting to Sexyy Red promoting one of his shows. His full-on giggling and visible delight at her outfit led fans to joke that he looked mesmerized. This behavior intensified public belief that the two were secretly in a relationship. It was at this point that public concern began to mount, as rumors about Sexyy Red's sexual health had long been circulating. The worry was that if Boosie was involved with her, he was at serious risk. Then, right on cue, more severe whispers emerged, alleging that Sexyy Red was not only infected but intentionally spreading STDs. Her baby father corroborated these claims by sharing his own story, revealing he had undergone blood work after suspecting her. While his tests were negative, he claimed it was only because herpes cannot be transmitted without an active outbreak. He then escalated the situation by publicly alleging that Sexyy Red had deliberately tried to infect him to prove a point, even leaking a recorded phone call in which he confronted her directly.
Why you lying? Do all your know what's going on with you? Do you tell him you burning, or do you lie to him like you did me? Or is you lying to them how you did me? Or is you lying? Or did you lie to me? Did you lie? Did you tell them the truth? Or did you tell them the truth? When you gonna keep it gangster? Hey. And when you gonna keep it gangster? When you gonna keep it gangster? That's what you did. You lied to me for 6 months and then you told me you had that shit.
In the leaked audio, Sexyy Red notably did not deny the allegations. Instead of stating "I don't have it," or calling it a lie, she became defensive, which only fueled public suspicion. The baby father escalated the situation with a bombshell caption. "Y'all favorite rapper? She said she burning. Everybody getting burnt. You got to be strong for that Northside P, 'cause it's not for the weak and I'm the weak." This post ignited a nasty public argument, during which Sexyy clapped back by calling him a liar and alleging his motive was to prevent her from exposing him for being gay. However, fans largely dismissed this as a deflection. So when her name became linked to Boosie in the pregnancy scandal, the public perceived a disturbing pattern rather than isolated drama. This context is why many found Boosie's claims about an STD so credible, as Sexyy Red had been facing similar accusations for months. A significant prior case involved her alleged fling with Gucci Third Leg, a man already notorious for spreading HSV too. When Sexyy Red later addressed these rumors online, she worsened her position by only denying she had dated him while remaining conspicuously silent on the STD accusations, leading fans to a damning conclusion.
If y'all don't know how HSV2 type 1 or 2 work, this how this you can't get rid of that shit. If you somebody that got this while they having an outbreak, then you can contract it. But if you don't, you won't contract.
Perhaps she didn't date him, but a casual hookup could have still resulted in her contracting something. Therefore, when Boosie produced the medical documents, it did not feel like a random smear campaign, but rather a confirmation of the whispers already circulating about Sexyy Red's history. The situation escalated further, with commentators like Charleston White labeling her contaminated and reckless. In this context, Boosie's decision to leak the papers makes a twisted sense. It was a preemptive strike to protect his own reputation from being tarnished by association. Sexyy Red did not help her own case, however, by posting a clip from a hospital waiting room with the caption, "Me at the doctor waiting on her to tell me why me cat stink," which only added fuel to the fire. The allegations mounted when Chicago rapper Vaughn of 1700 accused her of giving him an STD, a claim he later confirmed was true. With this pattern established, Boosie's furious reaction to the pregnancy rumor seemed justified. The plot then took another dramatic turn when Sexyy Red herself went live and casually admitted an ex had infected her, making Boosie's leak seem less like an attack and more like desperate damage control. While Boosie never revealed his own test results, his fury was evident. Just as the narrative seemed settled, Sexyy Red flipped the script by hinting that NBA YoungBoy might be the real father, a move fans interpreted as desperate. This circles back to the central, brutal question: if Boosie was truly uninvolved, why expose her private medical history? Conversely, was the entire pregnancy story a PR stunt? The ensuing silence from both parties has been deafening, leaving the public to wonder if this was all a calculated circus, or if Boosie is hiding both a baby and a positive test. Either way, someone's credibility is shattered, and the looming threat of Sexyy Red's next statement could flip the entire story upside down overnight.